So the first of 7 cardinal rules when we're talking about the law of 80-20, the first may be the most important because all of the other 6 point back to this one, which is we only do business with very hot leads. This is a concept that is lost throughout business. Most people find themselves chasing the next dollar. They start off with an intention. Most business owners I talk to say that, they started doing one thing, and because they found that there was more money elsewhere, they shifted their entire platform, and now they don't even really know the area that they're in, but they're there because it's paying them. And this is a terrible place to be. It's a recipe for disaster if you're trying to be in business for a very long time, because you're going to find yourself competing against people who know what they're doing, people who are specialists in their field, people who can eat your lunch without even trying. So we want to avoid that and get you into a place of expertise, a place of specializing in something that you're really capable of. And this is the number one reason why you have to stay doing business with what we call a hot lead. In business, there's what we call a golden circle. Every business owner has one, and there's 3 rings that make up a golden circle. The first is what we call what you say. The second ring is what you do. The third and the final ring is what you believe, which is your why. When those 3 things add up, you create what we call authenticity. If you're not authentic, then it comes across in everything that you do. Now, you can't really hire authenticity. You can't train authenticity. You can't find it. It's created by those 3 things lining up. Most people didn't know that, right? When what you say, what you do, and what you believe line up, you are what we call authentic. And if one of those 3 are outside of your golden circle, if they're off balance, then your customers can tell from a mile away. And I'll give you an example so that you don't walk away not really understanding what that means. If I'm a personal trainer and I have a clientele of, let's say, 30 people who are paying me handsomely to tell them how to be healthy and how to live a better life, and then they see me in the grocery store buying, Twinkies and candy bars and pop and all this other stuff, automatically I'm less authentic as a personal trainer, even though I haven't done anything in my mind, to communicate that to them. What they see is somebody who says one thing and does another thing, and that comes across in many different levels, many different forms for many different businesses. That's just one example I could give to you, but this is the reason we only do business with hot leads. So a hot lead represents somebody who appreciates what you say, appreciates what you do, and appreciates what you believe, and they don't care for anything else but the answer to their problem, which is something that your golden circle communicates, which is something that you're specializing in delivering, which is something that only you know how to do the way you know how to do it, and something that you stay true to, and it's something that you've spent a lot of time developing. It's something that you really know well, better than all of your competitors. This is I guess the best way to describe what a hot lead is, what a hot lead looks like, and how to only do business with them, is to stay inside of your golden circle, and the people who are attracted to your golden circle are the hot lead. Now, how you grade them is the person who has what they call a bleeding neck, the person who really, really, really needs the solution yesterday. They can't afford to wait a day longer. Those are the hottest leads, and there's a way to get a bunch of those people beating down a path to your door, chasing you for your solution. So we don't do business with anybody else because there's 1,000,001 reasons why that could go wrong for you. You take money from the wrong customer, and they appreciate you now, but they become a chronic refunder in the future. They create a bunch of hassles and headaches for you, and they actually cost you more money than they gave you. There's 1,000,001 examples I could give from business owners I've personally dealt with, but you don't want to hear those, and you don't want to deal with them. Trust me, it's not what you're in business for. So you want to stay true to your golden circle and do business with people who are what we call a hot lead. And you need to learn by going through the rest of the rules how to get a bunch of those hot leads to beat a path to your door. Make sure you're doing business only with hot leads, and be an 80-20 specialist because it pays exponentially. So below me, you'll see the second cardinal rule, which is, again, something that's very important, and I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this video.